Morning, Mac.
Fuck off out of it. Like that.
You won't care when you're out there, will you?
Oh, I don't care a monkey's pair of bollocks.
Olé!
Olé!
Yeah.
I don't know. How much you want for that? 25 pence? It's an invisible police. Well, I told them. I said, just walk outside. It's on the corner, you can't miss it. Thank you. They walked away. Like that. About 7, just after 7, I can see him coming back, you see. So, they come up to me, they said to me, thanks very much, you know what I mean, for telling us. They said fairly good, you know, where it was. Then they got the map in their hand. Then they said to me, we want to get to the West End. So I said, well, if you walk down to the first bus stop outside the police station, if you get a number 6, that will take you to the heart of the West End, Piccadilly. I said, all the restaurants are there, movie houses, you know, whatever you want. You know, any...
well, 80.
Oh, lovely. Puts his hand in his pocket, and he takes out a wallet. It was bulging out like a bloody concertina. Opens it, I had a bo peep because I always think quick, you see. I had to look, he's got a load of pound notes there and blue ones, like that. See? So he puts his fork in, see, and he pulls out a pound note, and he's looking at the paper. So I thought he wanted a paper, you know what I mean? So he gives me a pound note. So I said to him, what paper you want? He says, that's all right, like that. So I took the pound note, and to make it look good, I said, thanks very much, and I shook his hand. I thought myself, if I shake his hand, you know, he'll put his fork in again and take out about 5 or 6, like that. So right there, so a pound for nothing. Would you believe it, eh? There am I looking on the bleating fork, trying to find a half a pence, a penny and 10 tuppence. And there, they put a pound in me fork. Marvellous, eh? Can you credit it? Eh? A pound for nothing. Of course, I told him where Dirty Dick was. Yeah. Very marvellous, eh? I wish he'd never had no pound notes in that wallet. No, I'd have been satisfied with a blue one. I thought they were bound there. I thought myself, for Christ's sake, don't pull out a green one. You see? If he'd have had no green ones, he'd have probably pulled out a blue one or a brown one. Yeah, that's for you.
You just said no.
No, I said no, I don't want it. No, it's all right. Good.
Right,
Hey, a bloody pound. Well, that's the easiest pound I've ever. Yeah. Right. You want to see some of the tours I tell them? I mean, especially them French, all the wicked bastards. I always tell them to here. Yesterday morning, about 10:20, you see, I always, pull the boxes out, and put them out. So I take about 3 or 4 books I get and papers, from the paper shop round the corner, and I supply a couple of offices. You see, in the morning, like I've got a weekly account, like that. So I goes up there. So as I'm walking back, so I see they were foreigners. I got an idea that they were French. You see, so I see them. They got a great big bleating map, as big as this shop. And they've got it stuck on the papers, like that. See, there's him and the girl, and they're looking. So I'm walking up to the box, and all of a sudden I go to with my bloody hand, crash, right down on the box, and I said, no, fuck off out of it. Like that. So there's an English bloke there. He turned around, so I said, look at this. They think this is a dining table here. I said, now go on, out of it. Like that. So they picked the bleating map. You want to see the size of this bleating map? Like that. Like a bleating roll of printing paper. Hey? They got the cheek of the devil. And if I'd have had a knife there, I'd have come down with the butcher's knife and chopped his fingers off. like that.
Here, all the tourists have gone home now, haven't they?
Yeah.
All that lot.
Yeah, you might find occasionally, you know, one or two.
You don't get the French people with a map on the box.
No, oh, none of
Do you
that.
remember that?
Oh, well,
What did they?
where was it? Oh, yeah. I went to deliver like morning's paper to a couple of officers, like that. I comes back, you know, got them camel fucking humps, you know what I mean? all their furniture tied on their fucking back. There's a chap with a girl. I got a map right over the fucking map. So, okay. As I'm walking, you know, brokers and all that. As I'm walking up to the box, get that fucking thing out of it.
Did they go?
I fucking well went. Yeah, I go right there, bush. A fucking map there. Yeah, fucking cheek. I said, what's this, a fucking dining table? They gone fuck off out of it. Yeah, fucking cheek that boy. I tell her that.
I'd like to see someone put a map on the box Christmas week.
Yeah.
Do you remember that with them French?
Yeah. Foreigners they were.
Yeah.
French or something. Yeah. You know, goes away to deliver some papers, like in the morning to a couple of officers, see? So as I'm walking back, I see a fella and a girl by the box, and they got a bleating map, like that, on the box.
Yeah?
Like that. So, they're talking, you know, something of French, I think they was.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I go, take that fucking thing out. This is done. And I gets hold of the map on the floor. So they started to say something in French. Like that. I said, fuck off. Yeah. A bleeding map there. Yeah. It was big as the Abercom rooms. Yeah. Last year. No, when you come out, I'll show you. I've got two irons outside, you see, you know, by the box. So when they fetch the papers on the thing, I put them down.
Put them on top of them.
Yeah, I put it on top and they don't blow away, you see. So one dinner time, I'm standing by the box like that, you know what I mean? Like that. And I wasn't taking much money, and I was getting ground off.
Yeah.
See? All of a sudden, two blokes come over, they look at the paper, I'm not saying nothing. They go and turn a page over. Well, I'm standing there. How about that? All right, mate. Picks up one of the irons. Here, you come out. I picked up one of the irons. Crash! Right across his chop. Now go and call a copper. Here, come out. Show you. Yeah, I showed him. That is the God's truth. Now I said to him, now go and call a policeman. He went, I did. He must have been blowing for about 3 days. If he works in the office, I bet he couldn't pick the bleating pen up.
Now go and call a cop.
Yeah, that's what I said to him. Now go and call a policeman, because I'm in order. Eh?
Yeah.
You want to see these two beast of mine? I've got outside. Eh?
Yeah.
There's no message. I don't call no mafia. I do the truth. That's me. You know, he shaped it up as if he was Charlie Harry. Yeah. I said, nah, go away. I said, if you don't go away, I said, I'll be sorry for you. So I said, puts my hands like this, you see, I'm cleared, you see. Why I carry this, when they fetch the papers over, they're tied up, you see. See? I'll carry a knife. So I said, now listen, I won't tell you no more. I said, I'll cut your bloody throat. So when I went like that, I said, you bastard, I never seen the bloke run so fast in all my life. I said to him, yeah, I'll get you hold him like that. Yeah, go and get yourself a drink. Yeah, 4 for you, 3 for you, and 7 for you. Go on.
Why 7 for him?
Well, I like him. He's a nice boy. You know, he drops his trousers now and again. Oh, well. I've got to see if I can take about 700 quid. Mackie, there, Mackie says. That'll buy a few brandies when you get off the plane. Give him the old toffee. Have a nice weekend and all that. So thank you. Right then. All the others, nothing under half a bar. I made myself on the half a bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. I must have got about 7 people. Give me half a bar.
3.5 nicker.
So I made about 3.5 nicker. He gave me 3. That's over 6,000 quid I made. Yeah. I'm only approaching certain people, you know what I mean? Money more.
That's because you're concerned about what sort of weekend they have, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care a fuck what kind of a weekend them bastards have. Yeah. when they said to me, you have a weekend, Mac, I'm doing me bollocks in a fucking betting shop. I'm having a nice weekend. You see, they fucking love all that. You know, city fucking mob. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have a nice week. Oh, they think the world of you. Yeah. Fucking lovely. Because all I'm after is drop. When they walk away, fuck you. I don't give a what kind of a fucking weekend you have. Drop, you bastards. I don't check the tarts, you know, the drop. They don't give nothing. They don't give nothing away. About 2 bob. If they won't be 10 pence, it goes right out in the fucking road. I don't want that. I don't want that. Then, what you got there? Yeah, put this lot together. put this lot together.
Treat Mr. Krieger.
Oh yeah, give him a kick in the bollocks. Yeah, I'll give him a kick in the bollocks. They'll be soon having their 5-course dinner. A bag of crisps worth about 2pence and a tin of Coca-Cola. That's their bloody dinner. They've got a lot of steak down there for about 50 pounds. It was all right yesterday. You know what I mean? See, it wasn't, you know, it's a bit of an ache, but it worked all down again. But last night, cold fuck. I don't know, I had about half fucking kid. Out of bed, in the kitchen. I must have taken about 10,000 fucking cigarettes. Nobody could, you know, but you're doing nothing, you know what I mean? It's all dead. I emptied out the fucking ashtray about 4 fucking times. And,
Pain sort of thing.
no, I must have pulled a muscle, you see,
Yeah.
when I was, you know, cleaning. So,
When you're having a pull.
so, anyway, went back to fucking bed. I'm not in bed about 2 fucking minutes, out again, right there. So I thought, I don't know what to do, mate. Shall play about with me fucking prick or what? Do something to kill fucking time. I had a look at the fucking clock. It's about 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Right, let's do it. Yes. It was about 10:20.
Yeah.
So I said to my lady, I said, do you know what? I said, I've got a good mind to phone up, you know, Monty modelling, and here what kind of an answer he gives me. So anyway, I rings through 353-8311.
Yeah.
See, Capital Radio.
Yeah.
So bloke answers, yes sir. I says, can I ask Monty Mullen a question? So he says to me, on what? I says, on holiday travel. See, they ask you.
Yeah.
So he says to me, what's the phone number you're phoning from? I told him. So I said, well, I says, he says, well, he says, you'll have to wait your turn. Got a low, so I said, well, I said, I'm talking from Hackney area, I said,
Yeah.
but I myself, I come from about 40 odd miles, I says, and I'll be going in about 10 minutes. So he says to me, hang on. A second later, so he says to me, you're on next. See? Oh, I think quick, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny, you know. Some of my customers heard me that night talk. They still recognise my voice. Yeah, it's back in the paper, so anyway. So on Monday gets on, he says, good evening, Mr. Kirk. No, can I help? I says, well, I says, there's people have paid money to go on a 14 days holiday, I says, like that.
Yeah.
Now, the airports are chock-a-block with people up and down the country.
Yeah.
See? And I said, well, I says, there's some people have been held up for 12 hours, 24 hours, I says.
Couple of days.
They've lost a couple of days, I says. Now then, can they be compensated? He said, no. All right. So he says to me, well, he says, whilst the people are waiting, he says, they're putting on cabaret shows, Punch and Judy for children, wait a minute, something for children, extra food and this and that, and TV. So I said, well, I says, people haven't gone to airports, I says. They paid about £300 or £400, I says, to sit in an armchair and watch TV.
Punch and Judy?
Watch Punch and Judy shows and all that load of rubbish, I says. They can do that at home, I says. I know. So he said, well, he says, it's to do with the French controllers.
Yeah.
So he said, well, he says, what do you advise? I said, well, I says, there's only one way out, I said. It cuts both ways. So he said to me, what's that? I said, well, I says, why didn't this country stop the French tourists? They've been coming in here in thousands the last couple of months, I says. They go from France to Harwich, from Harwich at Liverpool Street, I says. I says, if they'd have stopped that, I says, you wouldn't have had no airport holds up and down the country.
Yeah.
See, they'd have seen a different line over there. I said, it cuts both ways. So he couldn't answer me on that, because if he don't give you an answer, Monty, he cuts you off, you know.
Why did he cut
you? See? He won't admit himself.
No.
Now, last...
Just says good night, mate.
No.
The way he cuts it off.
No, because you're only allowed 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, last Sunday, it was all to do with travel. You know, people going away. You know, people have got stuck in all this, you know.
Yeah.
See? They've had a bloke on there from the travel agency to answer questions.
Yeah.
And he never satisfied, not one of the bloody questions, well, people asked him about the travel. Who the fucking hell wants to go down to airports and watch Punch and Judy shows us sit in an armchair and work your bollocks off? Poor Brummy, I mean, people have paid over 300, 400 quid to go away.
Yeah.
You see, that's that argument, you see. But if the trouble was in this country, then you get compensated by the company you're going from, you see. From your booking. See the fucking carry on?
Yeah.
Hey?
Journey will be alright by the time you get done.
All right. I bet the time of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't answer me that. I mean, that's right. The French have been coming in here in fucking drones. See? For the last few months. Now, if they'd have stopped them coming in here, you see, then the French controllers, you see, would have seen a different line. Understand what I mean? See? So that's what it is. In other words, fuck 'em. Aye?
Didn't you fancy it?
Well, she had some people come round Saturday night,
Yeah.
so it made it fucking late. Never went. And, I don't know. I came round a bit late yesterday. So, no fucking standards printer this morning.
Why not?
I don't know, something's going on with the fucking machine. I'm bastard. I could have earned more money walking down Sheffield with my fucking trousers on. The fucking television leading me in.
Let me ask you, were you bullied at school?
I was a bit of a tearaway, yeah. I'll tell you. Oh, you don't know me.
Did you have various ways of avoiding being bullied?
Yeah, give him a kick in the bollocks.
Well, are you more nervous because there's more at stake and you want to get a recording contract and it's more competitive now in a way?
Oh, I don't care a monkey's pair of bollocks.
Have you had lots of offers?
95 fucking pence. I told him to work it up the fucking shitbox.
Well, what sort of people came to see you in the beginning?
City fucking mob.
What's this thing you got against Sissy?
Got them camel fucking up. All their furniture tied on their foot. You know, he drops his trousers now and again.
Fortunately, to the delight of of his fans who love him as much for his music as his funny voices, he still tickles the odd ivory. The song, George Gershwin's Love Walked Right In, Pete Morgan's on bass, Chris Caron on drums.
What's stopping you forming another band or doing something?
I just about get in the bloody pucks, to tell you the truth.
A lot of people think that maybe your first record will be a reggae record.
Yeah, up to the box.
How can you resolve the situation?
Give him a kick in the bollocks.
And what else did you get out of being in the band? Get any money?
That's the easiest band I've ever heard.
But you did well in the charts. I mean, you sold a lot of records.
Yo, told them to poke it up the fucking arsehole.
What are you writing songs about now?
City fucking mob. Them French, you know, Monday muslin. The books, the papers. Like that. I tell you what, that bleeding funny that was. I'm not kidding you. 2 places I went to, you know, the new place they opened up in Oxford Street, you know, facing the station. And no, first it was at the, what's the name? At the plaza, you see, they got 2 or 3, see, well, I couldn't get in. Well, I didn't know, see, so I goes up to the pay box. So I said, can I have 2 seats, please, for Deaf On The Nile? No, the girl said no. Oh, so I said, why? I said, they're not all booked up. They're not all booked up. She said, no, she says, but we've got seats for Shipwrecked. I said, I don't want to see Shipwrecked. I thought I want to see Deaf On The Nile. Anyway, goes out. So I said to her, I'll tell her what we'll do. Let's jump on a bus and we go down to the other one in Oxford Street. I said, about to get in. Like that. I guess down there, get about 14 bleating queues outside. Like that. So I said to somebody, what queue's this? Deaf On The Nile. Yeah, it's about 14 miles long. So there's a porter outside. No, there's a geezer outside in a kind of a dress suit, you know, under manager or whatever he was. So I says to him, are there any seats there for the next performance of Deaf On The Nile? Okay. So she said, no, he says, but we've got 2 single seats for Shipwrecked. 2 single seats, so I said, fuck you and the two single seats together. Yeah, that's funny, but he said to me, I've got 2 singles. Shipwrecked. Yeah, not kidding. Yeah. So we finished up, eating a bar of chocolate each on a 38 bus, going to Hackney. Yes, 2 bars of Yorkie chocolate, cost me 30 pence. Peanuts, yeah, she likes peanuts. Yeah, peanut Yorkie. Had 11 part of all that was all Sunday when we went to Richmond.
Did you?
On the show, 73 bus.
They waved you when you went by?
They got the posters outside. Don't remember, you know what? You know, I've got some funny names. You know what I mean? All foreign geezers.
Yeah.
Concerto Mob, piano players, and all that area. Yeah, Concerto Mob.
Good enough.
Done enough. That's enough. Good enough. They're good boss names, you know.
Yeah.
I want you to put your belly frock on with a little skirt. Do it to come up here. And your hoodie menuing. Your hoodie menuing, boy.
He's a friend of Max, you know.
He's the best instrument player I know. Anyway, I've got to be at the Royal Albert Hall. 6 o'clock. Hey? Black me then enough. Give me 2 tickets. He said you could take a lady friend. On the Manchester Road. My side. Lower Broughton. Corporation Street.
Are you Jewish, Matt?
Yeah.
Also.
Piccadilly. Oh yeah. So you got that tiny piece cut off and it's planted in Ireland. That's where the shamrocks come from.
Yeah, the tips.
Do you know that the royal family, Prince Philip, I was reading the paper. No, it's a fact. Do you know that they're all circumcised?
Yeah,
For health reasons.
oh, yeah.
No, they don't.
But they're Christian, aren't they?
Yeah.
None of them are Jewish.
No, but...
Clean, isn't it, mate? Clean it.
But?
Clean up, have it done, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, they're all done. Yeah, it was in the Jewish Chronicle.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's health reasons, you see. No, you Jewish, right?
Yeah. Well, my mum and dad is. I'm no religion. I ain't got a religion.
Well, I don't. Well, I'll tell you. The only two religions I keep up, I mean, I'm not religious. I never was and I never will be. Is the Jewish New Year. I won't be out there. And the Black Fast Day.
He always has that off.
Yeah, I always have that off. No matter what country I've been to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Working on one thing or another, when it comes to them. And I was never in Africa. Ain't it marvellous?
I was born in Africa.
I always wanted... Yeah, you was born in the Pisso. I always wanted to go to Cape Town. You know that? And I could never get... Yeah. Oh.
There's your friend, mate.
Oh.
Morning.
It's the man with a big pair of bollocks. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Have they grown a bit bigger?
Longer.
Oh.
Not too long, 9 inches.
Does it hurt you?
No.
Don't forget, put it in plaster. But I'll tell you what, you know. Some of the Spanish girls there, they're fucking beautiful. I'll tell her that. Oh, smashing there, the top bollocks they got. Fuck me. Hey, you want to see? Here, but went to a place on a coach. All millionaires live. It's a private beach. And you want to see the fucking places they got. God, blimey. For thousands, you know what I mean? There's a place there, yeah, all millionaires live, as it happens. There's about 2,000 of these big villas, mansions. You want to see these fucking places? God, blimey. And the cars they got. Rolls Royces, Mercedes, Cadillacs, no cheap rubbish, you know, like Fords and Austins. Big fucking rolling. Yeah. So anyway, there's a beach. The courier takes us to a beach. You see, you can't go on the beach. You see, all millionaires use it. Like you've got to look down through railings. You know what I mean? The beach is all in the nude. A tarts are laying on the beach, you know, like that, and they're looking at you. The fucking tits hanging out, the fucking pussy, you know, sun is shining on it, and they're not taking a blind bit of notice of you. Yeah, and the blokes are walking about with a fucking walking sticks dangling. I tell you, fucking carry on. I never seen anything like it. Yeah. It's the beach, you know, only for millionaires only. Yeah. And you want to see the cars. You know what? Nothing under 20 grand. Yeah. Here, guess what the fucking breakfast was there in the morning? I told them to chuck in the fucking bed. 2 slices of bread and butter and a cup of tea. That's all. So on the Monday, you see, that's what they call a continental breakfast, you see. Yeah. So comes down, I never used to get up till about 9. So goes over to the table. I has a look, 2 slices of bread, a pot of tea. I thought, so where's the fucking toast? So I called the waitress over. I said, speak a bit English? A little. I said, can I have toast, please, and scrambled eggs? So she went like that. So I thought, what's wrong? She says, no, she says, this is your breakfast. So I says to her, take it and chuck it in the fucking dustbin. Yeah, like that. That's your breakfast there. So on the Tuesday, I never used to get up till about 10. See, we used to go down to the restaurant and have, eggs and chips, you know, whatever you wanted. So he gets on the bus. Oh, stop the Canaries. You know what? I never seen so many Germans in all my fucking life. Ton of Germans. Oh yeah. Oh, he was a bit of sarcastic bastard. And he didn't like the English people there. No. So I lost my temper with him, one day. No, before that, there was a fella came from Bolton.
Yeah.
With his wife and 2 kids there.
Yeah.
And he sorted him out.
Did he?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, he wanted to poke him. This he bloke, oh, the big geezer.
Yeah.
I said, look, I didn't like him. He was so, every time I went up to the bleating bar, he's like, I said, no, listen, I said, turn it in, I said. Anyway, all of a sudden, well, I got hasty temper. All of a sudden, I fucking gets hold of him. Well, he's standing by the bar like this.
Yeah.
There's two English girls there alongside of me.
Yeah.
They came from Kent, Sitka. So I said to him, you fucking bastard. So she said, that's right. She said, tell him. So with this hand, pushes him about halfway over the counter and bosh, right there. So I said to him, now go and tell the head waiter. But he never. He was good as pie afterwards. Yeah. And when the bar was crowded, and when I came up to the bar, he always came up to me first. They all put their hands out, a drop. A drop.
Yeah.
Even when you go to do a piss,
All over
drop.
the continent.
I bet you tipped him a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, the one geezer along the front, I nearly threw his plate up in the fucking air. Yeah. Tip. So I had 2, Spanish pennies, you see. So I thought to myself, well, I'll drop them. Takes it out of the plate. He says, no, bit of silver. I said, you can go and bollocks yourself. Yeah, they're all on the make out there. Yeah, so if I'd done about 2,000 pisses during the course of a day,
£8.
cost about 700 quid. God, I gave these a bit of a tossing. That shit, I'll tell you. Yeah. Before I went away, they were a bit small. Nah, they're big. Oh, I fucked about them. Then all of a sudden, bosh! Burst!
Like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, burst.
Like that?
I had the fucking all right up to me eyebrows. You know what I used to do years ago when I was young? If I picked up a bird, I used to wear a Mac, Got a couple of seats, took the Mac off,
Across the lads.
and had a bit of a reef under the Mac. So the porter, knowing the picture out, they signed the torches.
Yeah.
So, he thought to himself, oh, something's funny. So he says, used to, outside. Yeah, out of it. Yeah. I used to use the old Maclock. You don't know about that trick, do you?
No.
Here, I'll tell you something dead funny, When I first got married, so we went for a honeymoon to Eastbourne. So on a Sunday, we took a trip over to France, see, like a day's outing. So when you come off the boat, they give you free tickets to go into the casino. So we went in there, change a little bit of money. I mean, in them days, 10 bob was worth about 98,000 quid, see? So anyway, all of a sudden, the wife wanted to go to the toilet. I says, to be caught blob, I says, how can I explain myself? You know what I mean? The toy French. So I see the little page boy. I says to the page boy, I points. Woman, want to go this? He says, toilet. To the carsy. Anyway, stayed outside. She's in there 10 minutes, 20 minutes, over. I thought, what's going on here? Opens the door, and I walks in like, cubicles. There was about a dozen, cubicles, so don't know which one, so I'll start from the first, you know what I mean? I must find her. I opens up. Everyone I opened up. Not bollocks saying, a French start. Anyway, comes across her. What you stopping in here for? Better breakfast? Come on outside. Yeah, I found it. You see that like this? And carry on.
Now, you split up with the Pistols. How are you occupying your time?
Doing me bollocks in a fucking betting shop. When I come home last night to check out, what fucking coin is this? I has a look. It's
Potatoes.
It's a 3/4 of a pound fucking potatoes I got here. I balanced it on me Corey. Yeah, 25 potatoes. Some bastard broke above me. As I told somebody, Max going to Spain in a couple of months' time. Book him, bosh, book him that. I fucking tell her what, you know, some fucking cunt that have that today in the fucking of a pound. I say, no, I'm sorry, I haven't got no 50 pence. I work in silver. Bosh. I put that there in the fucking middle. I know all the fucking strokes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I won't have to go to the fucking bank then and get £100 in currency and £500 in fucking a bag of potatoes, will I? I've got this. I went on him. He went and put the fucking bike right with the balls on. Tied the bleeding bike up. All right. He told me to fuck off. That's the worst thing he can fucking say to me. Bosh.
So what, you fucked him off?
Yeah, when he told me to fuck off, that done it. I don't come from a country village. Had a nice little rest, Graham?
No, I haven't.
Nah, don't give me that load of coffee.
No, I spent most of my time in bed.
What?
I've spent most of my time in bed eating soup instead of fucking getting up.
He's a bit of a fucking comedian. I ain't too old to fucking bro. You know what? One Saturday night, now this is the truth, you know, we wanted to change a restaurant, you know what I mean, have a go to, you know the Quality Inn at the corner of Marble Arch? Well, they've rebuilt it, you know what I mean, like now you go down, but anyway, before they rebuilt it, so I said to her, I tell her what we'll do, let's come in the Quality Inn, see, like that, goes in, you know, as I look at the menu, I said, well, I don't know. I'll have fish and chips. So she says, all right, I'll have the same. Right. Fish and chips, tea. Anyway, they fetched the tea over first, you know what I mean? Whilst you're waiting, like a pot of tea, you see? Like that. So, well, these places, they got a lot of foreign, you know, blokes serving the table. Maltese, Greeks, or Gordos, what they are. Anyway, fetches the fish over, the fish and chips. So my lady friend has a bite. See? So, but I haven't touched it yet. See? So she has one bite. She says to me, oh no, it doesn't taste, you know what I mean? You know, it tastes funny, like that. So I have a bite. See? You know, I thought myself, that's all right for me, so I thought myself, sod it. Anyway, calls the bloke over. So I says, where's the manager? Like that. What's wrong? I says, bloody fish is no good. Even my fish, you know. I said, no good, don't want it. See? So, no. Anyway, calls the manager over.
Yeah.
So I said, now listen, I says, we come in here every weekend, you see? You know, once every 5 years I've walked in there. I said, we come in here every weekend, he says, and taste that fish. I says, here's a taste. So he says to me, well, we'll give you something else. I go, I don't want no fish. So we have a look, so I says to her, are you going to settle for the omelette and chips or eggs and chips? All right. So, eggs and chips, like that. Orders up tea, you know, another pot of tea, ice cream. Anyway, fetches the food over. So the manager says to me, is it all right? I said, yes, like that. He's by the till, you know what I mean, like the pay. when I goes to pay, he says me, that's all right. He says, there'll be no charge. Yeah, he said, that's all right, sir. He says, there'll be no charge, like that. And we ain't been in there since. It's about 12 months ago. Yeah, the bill come to, well, over £3. Be coming here every weekend, I says. And we come a long way. Never paid. So he said, that's all right. He said, we like to satisfy our customers. Yeah. You don't know me, but I'm out sometime. And if something goes wrong, I'm marvellous, eh? Yeah. That's what happened at the Quality Inn. Well, anyway, they've gone up to the Westminster housing people. They're demanding, as they're in the common market, they're demanding a flat, a house or a flat. So they told them there's a big waiting list. We don't want to know. We've got the priority as we're in the common market. Eh? Would you believe it? It says they don't want to know how many people are on the waiting list. It says, as we're, now then it goes on to say, if British people went to the common market countries to ask for a flat and so on, no, they wouldn't get one. It tells you that in the Sun this morning. Yeah, they're going to take these Germans. They're going to take the case. They're making a case of it because they say that as we're in the common market with Great Britain, we've got the priority. Bastards, eh? They're demanding. They're demanding a fucking ass. Where people have been on the waiting list for about 10 bleeding years. Hey, they're demanding it. In the Sun this morning. Jesus Christ almighty. Here, can you picture husband and wife and a couple of kids? Well, France is in the common market, aren't they? Right. You know, they go over to France. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden they get a kink in their head. They want a flat for a couple of weeks. They go up. They can demand, but they get the cold shoulder. Yeah. We wouldn't stand an earthly. Yeah. Go on. Well, we get in touch with the British Consul. F you and the British Consul together. Oh yes. We wouldn't stand an earthly. Yeah. So then it goes on to the Sun, towards the end of it. It says that they got a good case, as they're in the common market with Great Britain. Jesus Christ Almighty! All right, I go over to Germany or to France. I say, right, I'm in the common market. I want this gap. Hey, I'm in the common market. I want this gap on the 28th floor. So we got some people in it. They turn around, we got some people living in there. Get the people out of it. I'm in the common market. God. So they call a bloke up with a trilby over his eyes. Bang. We'll give you common market. Yeah. God, stop. Look at there it is. Aye. Bloody game of man, it makes you laugh. These Germans, they're demanding a place over the Westminster housing people. The housing Westminster people told them, we've got over 8,000 English people on the list. We don't want to know what you got. I know what I've got. I've had it a hell of a long time, and I wasn't in the common market. Everywhere I go, that goes with me.
Absolutely.
Yes. I don't have the time for it. Oh,
tickets
yes.
for Nebworth. Yeah. Free.
I've got it insured with Lloyd's for a lot of money. Oh yes, it's very valuable to me. It's. Oh yes, I mustn't lose it. That's what my father said to me. Always keep on to it. He said to me, I'm not doing enough. That's what she said to me. So what can I do? Find the yardstick. I said to find the geezer who's got a yardstick then. So you'll have plenty. Oh. Yeah, I mean, so them sort of people want a big one, don't they? They thrive on it, don't they? They walk about with great big pair of billiard balls, don't they? Ain't it marvellous? You know? Nearly, well, 8 times out of 10, ain't they? Big bloody pawnbrokers they got. Yeah.